Inspired by Captain America, he became a hero trying to follow in his footsteps, but in the end, he was thrown out of a plane by the very man who inspired him to become a hero. Now let's jump into the video and find out who is Jack Flag. Jack Harrison grew up in Sandhaven, Arizona, idolizing Captain America with a devotion that shaped his entire life. He and his brother Drake joined Captain America's computer hotline network and even formed a small citizens patrol group to protect their hometown. But beneath Sandhaven's quiet surface, the Serpent Society had taken root, bribing officials and operating unchecked. When Drake was ambushed and beaten so badly he lost the use of his legs, the brothers dug deeper and uncovered the Society's grip on their hometown. Jack's parents were forced to sell their home after learning it sat on a toxic waste dump, another Serpent Society scheme. When the brothers brought evidence to the police, they were dismissed. The Society had bought off the authorities. Determined to fight back, Jack trained 12 hours a day in weightlifting and martial arts, forging himself into the kind of hero Captain America would be proud of. Drake, unable to fight physically, became Jack's armorer, building gadgets, gear, and the iconic combat boombox. Then, with a flag-themed costume and Drake's inventions, Jack became Jack Flag, a one-man rebellion against the Serpent Society. His first major outing proved he was more than a kid in a costume. He single-handedly stopped 2 Society operatives after a bank robbery, but Jack quickly found himself surrounded by more members of the Society. Instead of running, Jack boldly offered to join them. Their leader, King Cobra, agreed to let him join if he could pass a test. He had to steal a painting from Calvin Zabo, better known as Mr. Hyde. What Jack didn't know is that Cobra secretly tipped off his old partner Hyde, setting Jack up for a beating that he wouldn't survive. Hyde was waiting for Jack and easily overpowered him, but during the fight, Jack was drenched in Hyde's volatile chemicals. When Hyde grabbed him again, Jack discovered he had gained superhuman abilities. He defeated Hyde, retrieved the painting, and secretly contacted Captain America's hotline, exposing the Serpent Society's takeover of Sandhaven. When Cobra failed to show at the pickup point, Jack marched straight into the Society's resort hideout with the painting. Shocked that Jack had survived a mission designed to kill him, Cobra decided to audition him as a potential successor, handing him a King Cobra costume. Jack had now successfully infiltrated the Serpent Society. Soon after, Captain America and his protege Free Spirit arrived following Jack's tip. Jack dropped his act and joined them, helping them to battle the Serpent Society. The arrival of Forceworks sealed the Society's fate and they were defeated. From there, Jack continued working with Cap and Free Spirit, battling threats like the Flag Smasher, MODOK, and Madcap. Eventually, Jack decided to step away from heroics. He moved to Cleveland and found love. When the Superhuman Registration Act passed, Jack refused to register, believing it betrayed everything Captain America taught him. Then came that fateful event. Jack witnessed a woman being assaulted and had to make a choice. He put back on the mask and saved the woman. The act was noble, but it immediately put him on the radar of Norman Osborn's Thunderbolts. When the Thunderbolts arrived, Jack went down swinging. He fought nearly the entire team to a standstill, but Bullseye ambushed him from behind and stabbed him in the spine, leaving Jack paralyzed. He was taken into custody and shipped off to Prison 42 in the Negative Zone. Later, when chaos erupted in the Negative Zone and the Warden and the guards fled back to Earth, abandoning the prisoners, Jack stepped into the leadership vacuum, rallying the inmates. Their unity was tested when Blastar attacked, seeking control of the prison's portal to Earth. Jack coordinated the defense, holding off Blastar's forces. Blastar then sent in Peter Quill, Star-Lord, recently banished to the Negative Zone, to negotiate the prison surrender. But Jack and Quill worked together to send a psychic message to the Guardians of the Galaxy for help. Unfortunately, before help could arrive, Skeleton Key betrayed them and opened the gates, letting Blastar's army flood the prison. Jack and Quill were nearly overwhelmed before the Guardians showed up to save them. Jack traveled with the Guardians to Nowhere, where advanced alien medicine repaired his shattered spine. With nowhere else to go, he joined their cosmic adventures. That was until the news reached him that the Superhuman Registration Act had been repealed. No longer considered a fugitive on Earth, Jack returned home. Upon his return, Captain America recruited Jack and Free Spirit into S.H.I.E.L.D. But during a mission against Baron Zemo and the new Masters of Evil, everything fell apart. The Steve Rogers Jack had idolized had been replaced by a Hydra-engineered version, created by the sentient cosmic cube Kobik. In the middle of the operation, Hydra Cap shoved Jack out of a plane at altitude, sending him plummeting to the ground. Jack remarkably survived the fall, but was left comatose. Hydra Cap later tried to secretly poison him at the hospital to get rid of the last loose end of his betrayal, but Free Spirit unknowingly intervened. Coincidentally, as Jack's designated medical proxy, Free Spirit had just made the agonizing decision to take him off life support and end his suffering. Jack Flag's Hyde formula mutated physiology granted him superhuman strength, stamina, endurance, and an accelerated healing, though not full regeneration. Initially, before gaining his superhuman abilities, Jack relied on his brother's inventions, especially the Combat Boombox, a custom device capable of firing disorienting fireworks, sonic burst, and electronic disrupting energy blast. Jack was a skilled martial artist and athlete, and his training under Captain America made him a formidable hand-to-hand combatant. Jack was able to infiltrate the Serpent Society, and you can help me infiltrate the algorithm. Hit like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you're watching on your phone, hit that hype button and help this video blow up. Well, that does it for this one. Thanks for watching. Peace.